found this thing. I think somebody threw this out in one of the apartments in my building. It's just a framed poster, I guess, but it's got this nice glass. I actually got it last year with survived the winter, so obviously the glass is not so frail that it would crack in the cold. And so I'm just gonna take this apart, and I'm gonna use this as a window because this window frame is a little too big for the window that I had before. And so anyway, I'm just gonna do that. Actually a little hairline fracture, a crack right here in the pane. I don't know, I might be able to patch that up, but in the meantime I found that this poster is actually mounted on foam core, which you know, it's two pieces of paper, basically cardboard, thin cardboard, sandwiching foam, which I think I'm just going to use as maybe I'll use the cleaner side as insulation on the bottom of the greenhouse. There's some people across the street that are doing, well, one of the houses across the street had a fire, and so they decided to take the siding off, the old siding, and put new siding on. So they're putting on, oh, it's all covered now. They're putting on like that foam insulation on the side of the building, and I see that they're throwing out a bunch of it. So I think I'm gonna, you know, try and scavenge some of that stuff, and then I'm just gonna put it on the bottom of the greenhouse to help do a little insulation, because last year there's a lot of cold, and of course, you know, cold, what do you call it, drops, cold is lower to the ground, so if I can get some insulation on the bottom of the greenhouse, it might help to kind of regulate the temperature so it's a little bit more even, and things on the bottom don't freeze so easily. You know, I'm still not trying to heat the greenhouse, at least not by any kind of electric or gas, any kind of, nothing like that. I don't want a fire. I'm thinking about making a solar heater, but that's kind of down the road. I'm not even sure if I really want to do that, but I may or may not. In any case, what am I thinking? In any case, I'm going to try and finish this this window. I still haven't quite figured out how I'm gonna translate, you know, this metal frame onto this wooden frame on the greenhouse, but I don't know, because I think I'm gonna need to drill some holes on the metal, and I don't even know if my drill can handle drilling metal, so we shall see. We shall see. Window just broke. I guess I can't use this. I had to film while I was doing this, but I basically drilled holes at the top of the metal, and then I put these hinges on. They're not exactly for this, but you know, I'm all about repurposing what I have. I don't like to spend any more money than I need to. And I showed you that the glass broke, and so I had have these two pieces of plexiglass, which weren't exactly the right width, but they were the right length. So I just kind of put them together. This one is very dirty, but I'll just wash it in a little while. And you know, I put this is actually a gate that I'm putting together for the chicken enclosure, or should I say the cabbage enclosure that keeps the chickens out. Anyway, so anyway, I took this thing and I used it to hold up the window while I was inside drilling in the screws up here onto the wood. And then now that I'm done with this, I'm gonna put this plastic down. I'm probably gonna put another layer of plastic here to insulate, because there's this nice little gap which has to be handled so that there won't be any, in the colder weather, there won't be too much of a draft. Anyway, so now I'm putting together the door. This is the same door from last year. I'm using the same plastic. I think what I'm gonna do is, because there's like little spots where the cats have been messing around with it. They scratch right there, sharpening their claws. And I'm still not quite sure how I'm gonna do this, but I think I'm just gonna put it up, and maybe in a little while I'll replace the plastic. I don't know. Or else, what I really want to do is get some of that insulation foam and just put it right there across the bottom of the whole greenhouse, so that when the cats come, they don't actually claw into the plastic. And I don't know if they like styrofoam, but it might not be as fun to claw into the styrofoam as it would be the plastic. So it might actually be a deterrent, but I don't really know. I haven't researched that. So anyway, yeah. So that's it for now. That's all I have in mind.